Hi, everybody, and welcome to another Bastards YouTube show. We have myself, Nick, and we have Brendan here to talk about a domination, first and foremost, of the Boston Red Sox last night against the Little League Oakland Athletics. I'm sorry if I'm stooping too low for any of you A's fans out there, but I really feel sorry. That is a pathetic, put together ball club, and if I was a fan, I would be so disappointed with what you have as a product right there. But I want to talk first and foremost about the Red Sox because they split against the Mariners, which is a very good beginning, if you want to say, for 2024. And then they, head on over to uh, Oakland and get it started with a 9-0 victory. Tanner Houck got his first start of the season. He threw 6 innings, 10 Ks, no walks, which was the best thing out of the bunch. But it's another one of those shining star starting pitchers, Brendan, who have been rejuvenated in a way by the presence of Andrew Bailey, at least their first turn in the rotation. So let's talk about that first. How'd you feel Houck was last night?
Yeah, Houck, the splitter looks like it's improved. The command on his fastball as well, very nice. With the starting rotation as a group, there are three teams that are at the top in terms of earned run average. The Cleveland Guardians with 314, the New York Yankees with 2 flat, and then the Boston Red Sox so far are posting a 142 earned run average at first in baseball, which is crazy to me. Andrew Bailey's definitely doing some things, that's for sure. Some kids are definitely taking a couple steps forward, it looks like. But yeah, they haven't walked guys. They've thrown a lot of strikes, a lot of off-speed stuff. And definitely against a cup, like not the best competition at the moment, but all I can say is you play who you face, and they look great at the moment.
I think the biggest thing that stands out to me is the command.
Yeah.
The past few seasons under Dave Bush's watch, it's been very messy, meaning control can be all over the place. Sometimes you just don't know what the heck's you're going to get from some of these pitchers that we're trotting out there. I think right now, at least with somebody who has a baseball mind and was a pitcher in the league and everything, I'm not saying Dave Bush wasn't. He was a pitcher. But I think the smarts, the mechanisms, the buying into a program and system that works, you're seeing that. And I think pitchers have confidence going into their outings, knowing that there's a game plan that they can follow and execute. We have Bello tonight for his second start of the season. I'm not going to say he was outstanding his first start. He was shaky, but he got out of some of the jams and he was serviceable. I think tonight is one of those already had circled on the calendar kind of starts for Bello because the last time he was in Oakland and last time he faced the A's, it was terrible last season. If my mind is correct, it
Yep.
was 5 runs that was given up, walks, looked like crap. So I'd be very surprised if we don't see a different sort of circumstance here tonight, an outcome with Bello believing in himself, trusting his things, trusting his arsenal and everything, and helping his team to get another victory here tonight. I will just go out on a limb here and say if the Red Sox do lose to Oakland A's this series, I will not watch another game this season. I will not. I swear on that statement. I will not watch another one because it is one of the most embarrassing baseball clubs I think that could be put together.
Oh, Nick, it was horrendous to see the highlight reel yesterday from Oakland's defense. Never mind, they are just scrapping by. They have nothing going on there, and they won't for a long time. They're moving the team.
Yep.
The Red Sox cannot afford to lose. I'm
No,
sorry,
they cannot.
but this AL East is very deep. You're going to have Cleveland a lot this month. Cleveland is a good club. Never mind the Yankees, who are on a tear, sweeping the Astros. You cannot afford to drop a game. The Oakland A's, that's where it's really going to hurt you if you decide to drop one. And then you got to take care of Anaheim, and then the real baseball starts. So it's good to start off strong against this weaker competition, build that confidence up. I think Bayo's going to feast tonight.
I
His
hope so.
command on his fastball wasn't the greatest on opening day. I think it's time for him to really unleash tonight. I'm hoping that he goes off. I know Dahlbeck is back in the lineup tonight, so that's going to be something to see. Him at first. Casas is going to be playing DH, and then Devers at third. So you're looking to see power out of those guys, definitely.
Last night, to me, the offensive spark was Jarren Duran, your table setter. I mean, he's already set the record right now for the amount of stolen bases that has started a season off already. Is he up to 6, 5, something like that? It was 5? I think he's at 5 right now, but he was 3 for 3 very early on in that game. It starts with Duran. I have to say that right now. It starts with him. I understand that statement sounds like a Kevin Youkilis kind of statement. We already kind of talked about this in the office and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that you have to get that guy on base, because when he is on base, it wreaks havoc and it makes pitchers uncomfortable. And he's going to make you work, especially on the bases and everything. The guy, if he's going right, when he's taking the ball to the opposite side of the field, you know things are clicking. So I'm hoping that this was a nice little start here for Duran to get going and to get himself into a consistent, positive approach with the stick. The other thing that was big, and I'm still not sold on him. I still don't like it. I haven't liked this move for 2 years. I questioned it when he came here. Yes, Trevor Story got a hit last night. Couple. I still don't love the move. I love the glove. The glove is great. But if you're counting on him to be your number 3 hitter on a night-by-night basis, dear God, that scares the living crap out of me.
That's exactly where I draw the line. I can't have him in the 3 hole. There's too much stakes to put him in between a Devers and a Casas, because right now the heart of the lineup really is 2 through 4. You want your number 2 is going to be your best guy. He's going to hit bombs. Your number 1 guy, send him up. Your number 3 is the balance between the cleanup, and number 2 is your star player. And that is a liability right now with Trevor Story at third. I mean, I'm not saying you can't turn it around and end up batting at 250, something like that, but he has a lot of power and he swings right, but he doesn't hit for average, and that's what they need right there. They need someone hitting for average, and he can't do it. So it's hurting them. It's hurting their lineup early.
I said it a few times over the past few days, but boy, would this team love Justin Turner right about now.
It'd fit perfectly right there.
It really would. It's one of those moves that you just shake your head and say, what a disgrace that it is that he isn't here. The other news, Yoshida is off for this evening. The DH, like you said before, is Casas. He goes down to the 6th spot. I like it there. I do. They do not have a prototypical 3-4 hitter. I'm sorry, they don't. Or 5. They just don't.
Not right now.
But Casas in 4, that's what you got. I understand. But I think that that's too much pressure right now for him to be in that spot. And Bobby Specs will be playing first base here tonight. If he strikes out 3 times, don't come crying to me after the game. Just going to say it right now. Don't come crying to me. Don't come saying I told you so. None of it. Don't. Just don't even come find me. They have to figure out what they're going to do with Bobby after year 5. So, oh my goodness. Well, at least it's the A's. We should be talking about a victory here tomorrow. Hopefully Bello has a nice evening here tonight, and the Red Sox get their 2nd win in the series versus the A's. Any final thoughts before we wrap?
The last thing, we didn't get to touch on it earlier, but the passing of Larry Lucchino.
Thank you.
President for the Red Sox during their glory run. He really was a big part in balancing with Theo Epstein, and those two pushing each other the way they did was really what held everybody accountable and created an amazing team, an amazing dynasty in baseball. He really was a big part of what the Red Sox did in my childhood and all of ours.
I think a lot of us over the years, especially after dealing with Sam Kennedy for as long as we have, would have wanted Larry Lucchino back in the role and doing what he was doing. I didn't know he was sick. He was. It's another one of those things that cancer takes another one. It's awful. Lucchino should always be remembered for the help and guidance towards getting this Red Sox team into their championship run. Big part of 2004, 7, 13. Ton of it. I mean, we owe him a lot of credit. We owe him a lot of credit for Fenway Park still being here today as well. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
When the ownership group came in, Larry Lucchino was a big person and a big believer in keeping what you had and building on for this historic infrastructure that was here and not creating something new. So for Larry, we will be deeply missed and never to be gotten. You're a part of Red Sox history forever and ever.
Definitely.
That's going to do it here for another show. Wish the Red Sox luck here this evening. We'll see you all again soon.
Have a good night, everyone.